One thing I love about living in the Dominican Republic is that I know I'm eating real food. Man, when I lived in the States, I had stomach issues galore. Found out I had leaky gut syndrome. Tried to eat healthy. That would make it worse. You know what happened as soon as I moved here? That all went away. I'm eating real food that's not covered in pesticides, that's not synthetic, that's not GMO, that's not fake. I mean, look at the difference. This was me in the States. I feel like I look older. I was swollen, wrinkles, and this is now. I look a lot skinnier. I think I look younger. I think I shaved a couple years off my age just by eating real food. I mean, just look at this. This is how you know you have real bread. Does your bread get molded? I brought this bread like a week ago. Now I have to throw it out. The bread in the States doesn't even get molded. You can keep that bread for like a month or two, and it's still the same. Y'all over there eating styrofoam. I'm over here eating real food that I have to eat right away, because if you don't, it goes bad. That's what real food is supposed to do.
I don't know if I'm okay. I don't see the light of day. Looking up to higher ground, thinking that'll be your sweet escape. These days gotta schedule the romance. They say that love is a slow dance. A short bike ride to the crib, using no hands. Oh, did it feel like I'm floating? But I'm falling with both eyes closed when I let the world spin. Testing the water, she got my nerves tense. Back when I ain't even have a purpose, I was so eager to learn some things. Anxiety bring out the worst in me. Society paint me as enemy. My making it by that remedy. I'm more occasional, don't do it regularly. Backs under my eyes, weighing down heavily. Mama been worried, the devil allegedly deep in the plan. Subconsciously wanted it since I was 10. I thought I was sharp on my scroll and my pen think it did. So mama found she to them legs. She told me that's not who I am. But nowadays I put on for the fam, see it when I can. I'm surrounded by my feelings, I'm stuck on a Ferris wheel. I bet I perish with 140 acres. She want the horse and the carriage, a porcelain portion of garbage. I talk to the mirror, I know that life's not the fairest. I lost my can, I can't pay off the bills with the blessing. I'm sure I relate to the Reddit page. It's feeling like money is everything. Money is everything. It's everything I need. Till I lay my eyes on you.
Alright guys, welcome back to another video. As you saw the title, so this is a food, this is about food, foreign, American food versus foreign food. Now, I didn't want to talk about this, but I didn't really tell you the one of the main reason why I'm choosing to move abroad next year. Well, this is one of the main reasons why I have choose to move abroad next year, start next year. And my main reason is the food, right? My main reason is the food and the conditions, how it attacks. I want to say that it affects a man's immune system and your levels. And what I mean by that is there's a lot of TRT. A lot of guys have low testosterone due to like the food we eat in the U.S. too. And I want to say the food contribute to a lot of cancers, diabetes, high blood pressure, whatever, you name it. All this is linked back to our food in the U.S., right? So that's one of the main reasons. And I say this because as I'm looking here, and I've been knowing this for a long time, but yeah, that's one of the main reasons why I have choose to move overseas next year, because of the food. Because you know how you eat food here in the States, man. A long time ago, like I'm gonna put it like this. When I read up on it, it said when they started putting preservatives in our food in the late 80s, and no, I'm lying, in the late 90s when they started adding more hormones, antibiotics and stuff started coming out food. That's when stuff really got out of hand. And I noticed, like, I used to love McDonald's back in the late 80s. That food tastes 10 times better back then versus as it do now, because it's not real food, as they call it, pink slime, right? So I want to go over a couple things with you guys. So when I pulled up, it said to understand why American food is banned in other countries, consider the following point. health concerns. Many American food products contains additives and preservatives that are banned elsewhere due to health risks. Preservatives, right? So it said, let me see, modify organism, GMOs, right? Some countries have strict regulations against GMOs found in many American food versus Europe. Europe do not believe that it's banned in those countries. Another one, hormones and antibiotics. The use of growth hormones and antibiotics in livestock is prohibited in several countries, affecting American meat export, right? You know, when you eat certain meats here and stuff, you get like, more like, I want to say, you get sick, like your stomachs be bloated all the time. It's like your immune system get weak, get low, and all this thing you coughing up and mucus and stuff. I think that's where all that stuff coming from. Food safety standards. Different countries have varying food safety standards, leading to bans on American products that don't meet their criteria. Culture-wise, I guess you're saying cultural preference. Some nations prioritize local cuisines and may restrict foreign foods to protect their culinary heritage. So a lot of this stuff is culture too. The reason why they don't probably believe in that. Environmental regulations. Certain American agricultural practice may conflict with environmental laws in other countries, leading to bans. So basically, man, a lot of this food is just illegal that we eat. So basically, we eating illegal food in our country. It's crazy. And, you know, showing you like the list of all the food, especially McDonald's not good. Any type of fast food, man. You know what I mean? And I say all that because when I was overseas, guys, when I was in Colombia for the first time, I had some breakfast. My girl took me to eat some breakfast. Soon I landed like the next day. We went to Cartagena downtown, Old City, and I got the sausage and I got the eggs. It was the best damn meal I ever had. And when they do drinks and stuff, like I got the orange juice, but I try to drink a lot of juices: mango juice, pineapple juice, orange juice, fresh. I like freshly squeezed juice. I try to drink a lot of that when I'm out of the country because it's better for you. It's good for you. You know what I mean? A lot more better for you than this preservative, all this extra sugar and all this extra stuff they put in there, corn syrup and fructose and stuff like that. You know, that stuff ain't good. Now, here's the thing. When I was in Colombia for the first time, I ate the food and I got a Sprite. And when you at the restaurant, they don't have like fountain drinks like that. They'll bring out a Sprite to you and you drink it and they bring it out. Now, here's the thing. They Sprite tastes 10 times better. Now, I think they have sugar cane in their Sprite. It's sweet, but it ain't too sweet. It's sweet just enough. And that's all you need. And they bring it out to you in a Sprite bottle. But it tastes different from the US because US have here we have high fructose syrup in our Sprite, even though, you know, especially at the fountain drinks. But no, they bring out a bottle stuff. They meat tastes 10 times better. Their bread is a lot better. As we know that you can keep that bread probably for a week and they get mold on you real fast. But versus here, I got some bread right here. I had some bread for a long time, and since what I want to say since April 4th, right? That bread haven't molded yet. Here it is in June. You hear me? I still got that bread. Here it is in June. You know what I mean? I'm gonna show you guys that bread in a minute. I'm gonna show you that, guys. I'm gonna show you that bread. And I say all that because, man, I just think about, like, just imagine what it do to your body. Just imagine it of your body trying to process all that damn bad food. It's not even real food. It's fake. I saw something, and I want to say this too. When I was in DR, My girl cooked she cooked some eggs for me, some breakfast. And it was scrambled, man. Some eggs, just regular eggs, right? Normally in the States, anytime I eat eggs, I gotta have bell pepper and onions. I gotta have it seasoned real good. But the crazy part about it, the eggs that she cooked when I was in DR, them eggs was the best damn eggs I ever had. It ain't had no seasoning in them or nothing. It was the best damn eggs. And it tastes a lot better. Because the eggs we got here at Walmart and all that, them eggs not really real. They're really fake. So I say all this, guys, that this is what we eat and this is what we consume. And some people consume too much of it, too much food, because it's not even real food. And you know, food is like our energy, and we need that to survive. You know what I mean? So I don't eat as much. I cut back. I don't even eat out hard like that. Hell, I don't even go to Walmart shop. I go to a Mexican store and I go to a Mexican shop and I get my meat. So I don't really shop at Walmart and stuff like that, get my food. I get seasoned at Walmart, maybe some water, but I heard that they mess with the water too. And I don't even get the fruits no more, like the vegetables and the bell pepper and the onions and oranges or whatever I get. I might go to the Mexican market and get my stuff. So anyway, I say all that because, guys, we got some clips today I want to get into, and I want to show you guys some good clips. American food versus your food, you know what I mean? European food, and how these people eat all this food, and then they come back to the States and they don't gain weight until they get back to the States, start eating. And I have noticed the big difference when I was over there. I had some chips, and I don't even eat chips over here because they got all this stuff in there. And the only reason why I had chips in DR, they don't have all that damn ingredient. I don't think it might have about 3-4 ingredients. That's it. And my stomach wasn't even bloated at all, guys. I didn't have no problem with no digestive or system or nothing like that. So anyway, guys, check out these videos, these clips that I'm about to show you, and we'll be back here and we'll talk about it some more. All right. So let's just run the clip. Run it.
This is McDonald's French fries. In the US, there's 11 ingredients. In the UK, there's 3, and salt is optional. An ingredient called dimethylpolysiloxane is an ingredient preserved with formaldehyde, a neurotoxin, in the US version. This is used as a foaming agent so they don't have to replace the oil that often, making McDonald's more money here in the United States. But they don't do that across the pond. This is Skittles. Notice the long list of ingredient differences. 10 artificial dyes in the US version and titanium dioxide. This ingredient is banned in Europe because it can cause DNA damage. Artificial dyes are made from petroleum, and products containing these dyes require a warning label in Europe that states it may cause adverse effects on activity and detention in children. And they have been linked to cancer and disruptions in the immune system. This on the screen back here is Gatorade. In the US, they use red 40 and caramel color. In Germany, they don't. They use carrot and sweet potatoes to color their Gatorade. And let's look at cereal. General Mills is definitely playing some tricks on us. They launched a new version of Trix just recently in Australia. It has no dyes. They even advertise that when the US version still does.
Hey, guys, so I took my first trip out the country last week, and it made me realize something. It made me realize how fucked up foods are in America alone. America alone. It's my first trip out the country, and I went to Costa Rica. Now, Costa Rica ain't that far from America. It's Central America, so it's between North America and South America. But everybody in the fucking world knows that the U.S. of fucking A has the most horrible food when it comes to food being processed, etc., etc. Don't need to really jump into that. And here's why I say that I realize how fucked up our food is. While in Costa Rica, did an excursion, went on the catamaran, which is a boat ride to an island. The island offered drinks, games, food, and fun. Got there around like 8, 9 o'clock, didn't really eat lunch that they made. They made the lunch. They hand grilled some chicken. They made some sauteed potatoes, some Cajun rice, and I think this was either salad or potato salad. No, it was a salad that they had prepped together too as well. Now, mind you, this is food that I would typically eat at home. Chicken, rice, veggies, whatever. But when I tell you, the grilled chicken that I ate out there, I had 2 pieces of grilled chicken, probably about 1.5 cups worth of rice. Because I put the chicken on top of the rice. I had 1 cup worth of sauteed potatoes, and I had my veggies, and I had my salad. The reason why I say American is so fucked up because on Jesus, DeAndre Christ himself, I ate all this goddamn food. And I didn't feel groggy. I didn't feel full. I didn't feel stuffed, gassy. I actually felt great. And that morning I had a pretty healthy breakfast. Oatmeal, granola, bananas, bagel. I had a lot of good stuff for that morning breakfast. And after eating all of that food, I did not feel groggy. And I'm on the beach. So that just goes to show that there's a lot of different stuff that the US of A puts inside of their food to make this mug. That's why they say America is obese. America is killing its own people.
Have you ever gone to Italy or Europe on vacation, eaten pizza, pasta, gelato, bread, wine, basically whatever you wanted every single day, and somehow came home looking leaner? I just got back from Italy and genuinely started wondering how that even makes sense. So I started looking into the research, and there are actually several studies that explain this. First, the walking. A study published in The Lancet found Americans are significantly more sedentary on average compared to many European populations. Meanwhile, tourists in European cities often end up walking 15,000 to 25,000 steps daily without realizing it. Second, ultra-processed food intake. An NIH study by researcher Kevin Hall found people eating ultra-processed diets consumed about 500 more calories per day compared to minimally processed diets, even when meals were matched for calories, sugar, fat, and macros. Because many people visiting Italy are unintentionally eating far fewer ultra-processed foods overall. More fresh bread, fresh pasta, olive oil, local ingredients, fewer additives, less industrial processing. Third, meal pacing. Research published in BMG Open has shown slower eating speeds are associated with lower calorie intake and better satiety signaling. And in Europe, meals are often slower and more social compared to fast-paced eating habits in the US. Fourth, food quality standards. Many researchers point to differences in ingredients, additives, and food regulations between Europe and the US as another possible factor people notice while traveling. And once you combine all of that together, more walking, less ultra-processed food, slower eating, smaller portions, different ingredients, it starts making a lot more sense why so many people experience this exact same thing after traveling abroad. And once you get back home, it's hard to look at food labels the same after you just experience what real food is supposed to feel like. You can also use the Neutron app to scan items and better understand what's actually inside the foods you're eating every day.
You can go to Europe and eat. For some reason, the food there, something feels different about it.
You know what it is? You can go have pasta or pizza or 2 double cheeseburgers at McDonald's overseas, and it goes through your body just like if you had organic chicken and rice here. There's for sure something. You know how many people I know that have like some type of gluten problem? They eat something here and their stomach swells like they're pregnant, and they go overseas and they eat pasta and pizza all day long, and it doesn't affect them.
This chicken on the left is American, and the chicken on the right is from Iceland. The American one is washed in chlorine. Put the chicken in water, that is chlorine coming off. In Europe, this is illegal. This is bread I left out for a week. The bread on the left is from Iceland, and the one on the right is from America. The American one contains potassium bromate, a chemical banned in over 160 countries. Bread should not look this fresh after leaving it out for a week. Comment yes if you find these videos helpful.
All right, this says me after every meal in Europe versus me after anything in the US. You might feel better eating in Europe for a couple reasons: smaller portions, slower meals, and simple ingredients. But there's also research showing that in the US, packaged foods are heavily dominated by processed items. One study found that only about 21% of our packaged foods met the World Health Organization Europe Nutrient Profile criteria, aka most of our food did not meet Europe's criteria. Europe tends to use the precautionary principle in food safety, banning additives and drugs until they are proven safe, while some people say the US uses a safe until proven harmful approach. So yes, ingredient rules differ, and fresh versus processed food culture differs too. Also, gut trouble can be due to jet lag, travel, stress. My takeaway: enjoy global meals and be picky at home too. Read labels and eat more whole foods. If you're dealing with ongoing inflammation or digestive issues, see a doctor and dietitian to help you figure out what's actually going on.
I mean, how many people have said that we've heard, evangelists, pastors, friends, relatives, that have gone overseas and have eaten, meals even more than they hear and lost weight?
Yeah, and you know what? I'll speak towards that because I did spend time in the UK, and one of the things that was very noticeable was, first of all, the food spoiled very quickly. Like, there's a reason why in you see these movies where people are in other countries, they go to the grocery store or the store on the corner frequently because they don't have half the amount of the preservatives that we do. So their food does not last as long, but it makes it so much more delicious and fresh. Like, milk went bad in like 2 days, or 3 days, something ridiculous. But that milk did not taste like the milk I understood. The potatoes did not taste like the potatoes that I knew. Breakfast was so good there.
This is large fries in America. This is large fries in England. Both from the same company, yet the portion sizes are absolutely astronomical in America compared to England. Looking at the ingredients of the American one, they put randomly beef powder in it. In England, there are 3 ingredients: potato, oil, and salt. In the American one, vegetable oil blend, dextrose, sodium acid pyrophosphate, and salt, and beef flavour. So what I don't understand is how the same company is selling the exact same thing that are quite simplistic to make, it's just fries. They're adding so many complicated ingredients into the American one. UK one has 19 grams of fat. The American one has 24 grams. Carbs, the American one has 66 grams. British one has 60. UK one has 0 grams of sugar. US one has 1 gram of sugar, randomly. I just don't understand how they can get away with putting in so much random things in the ingredient list. Why is there beef flavouring in a potato? And unless you actually look at the ingredients, you wouldn't know.
America bread versus UK bread. Supposedly, you're able to squeeze American bread and it just go right back to its form. So let's put it to the test. Let's give it a go. So here's the UK bread and here's the American bread. Look at that size difference. So this is so soft. You can see how soft it is, and this is just so hard. So here, let's crumble the American bread and see if it will go right back to its form. No way. Look at that. It literally bounced right back to where it was supposed, just original. That's how it came out of the package. The UK bread. Okay, that was nice. Nice and soft. Ugh, look how stiff it is. UK bread. Yeah, that's definitely not gonna go back. See how stiff the American bread is compared to the UK bread? That is so crazy. This smells good. Ugh. Oh, that smells so different. Like, this smells so much better than this. That's crazy. Look at the difference of the crumbles. This is the UK bread, so much more fresh. Look at that, all the breadcrumbs, and then like hardly anything over here. That's crazy. Look at that. I would not be eating that American bread if I were you. I don't want to move back to America. I know I'm going to have to eventually, but when I get back, I am making everything from scratch. I am not buying store-bought food. No way. No, thank you. I will make a garden and grow my own vegetables and everything. Go to farmers markets or something, because I cannot eat this stuff. definitely have put years back onto my life moving here to the UK and eating outside of America. So there you have it. American bread versus UK bread.
All right, guys. Welcome back. Welcome back. All right. Now, I know you saw the part with the bread, right? I think I put that clip in there, though. With the bread, it was how quick that it got molded and stuff, like within a week or so. I think that guy said it was from Europe, and their bread got molded. Well, I showed this bread. This bread, how old you think this bread is, right, guys? You see it? This bread, I got this bread when my mom came down here around my sister's birthday, April. April the 6th was her birthday when she came down here. And we got that bread on her birthday. Here it is, June. This bread, it ain't even molded at all. Look at that. Ain't did nothing. See, look, it ain't even crumbled or nothing. This bread I just kept the bread because I wanted to keep it for my other video, but I wanted to show you guys that this bread it just ain't no good, man. It's just sad. So just imagine your body trying to break that down. Imagine that. Your body having a hard time trying to break down whatever the hell this is. Cause you know that bread got a lot of stuff in it. And cause bread don't supposed to last for like what? Maybe 2 weeks, if that. So bread don't supposed to last that long. So I'm gonna see. Bread's supposed to last how long? It's saying now, as I pull this up, it said bread shouldn't last long, maybe. Okay. Now, I'm looking right here. It said, determine how long until bread expires. Consider the following. Type of bread. Fresh bread typically lasts for 3 to 7 days, while packaged bread can last 5 to 14 days, which we already know that's unless it's kept in the refrigerator. This bread ain't been in the refrigerator. This bread been out. So I say all this, guys, that what we eat in the States is totally different, all the way from the bread, from the meat, even to the water, they say now. So I say all this because the States, man, like, we really in trouble. We in trouble real bad, man. Like I said, the food we eat here is very, very, very unhealthy. And again, I noticed this once I started leaving the States and traveling and going to Colombia and DR, I noticed a big, big, big difference, guys. So that's one of my main reasons why I'm leaving next year, why I'm moving out the country next year, whether it might be Peru or Brazil. I'm not for sure yet. I would like to go to Europe and stay, but I can't stay too far away from my son. So I need to be somewhere closer, like South America, where I can get to him a lot closer. Because if I'm in Germany or Thailand or Spain, I got to fly almost half a day just to get back over it, guys. So I say all this because, but anyway, but yeah, that's one of the main reasons why I'm moving out the States, guys. I would like to go to Costa Rica, try it out. They say that's more of a green area, if you know what I mean. I think it's a green light. Anyway, that's a whole nother video, pretty much, or blue light, something like that. Anyway, but I'm most definitely, I might do another video on that too. It by itself, that's a whole nother video about. I'll explain all that to you. It's got something to do with where more healthier people live longer or something like that, due to the areas and stuff. But anyway, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Don't forget, like, comment, and subscribe. I got more videos coming. I'm gonna keep pumping this out to you like diarrhea, guys. So again, don't forget to like my shit, like, comment, and subscribe down below. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Wont, and I'm out. Peace.